because of creeks overflowing their banks. It's just been a brutal week, especially in one neighborhood in North Vancouver because of creeks overflowing, the heavy rain that you saw. And yes, it turned out to be a lot of basements damaged and people even forced from their homes. Okay, so as far as the recent rainfall totals, this is what we're looking at. Squamish again on the high side, 67 millimeters of rain falling there. As mentioned, the good news is that it is going to taper off. Most of the rain will be relegated to the north. We've had some very strong winds, southeasterly, 60 to 90 kilometers. A lot of wind warnings along the coast as well because of it. And this is additional rainfall. So when we're looking at the lighter greens, that's less than 5. And there's not a lot in that dark green, but still a little bit around the lower mainland, 15 plus millimeters before it's all said and done. But it will improve. That's the good news. Friday morning looks like this. It was a very mild day in Vancouver on Thursday. Temperature getting up to 15, 16 degrees. But it's going to be getting back to more seasonal values come Friday. But there's the sun. Yeah, 11 degrees. Abbotsford and Nanaimo will be 11 as well for Vancouver. And there's that rain staying to the north. Let's go over the Rockies to cool down. And it is going to be getting dramatically cooler as we get into next week. We're looking at daytime highs around -7. Now that's after the weekend, so it's still a ways away. But in the meantime, Thursday was a gusty day, widespread wind warnings, especially in the south and around the foothills. Winds to 77, Springbank, 102 kilometer per hour gust reported. Yeah, and then let's talk about the snow. So this is much farther east. This is in northern areas of Manitoba, northern areas of Ontario as well. 5 to 10 centimeters, and we've got blizzard conditions for Friday night up around to Dooley Lake, for example. Temperatures dropping to around -20, snow and blowing snow. There's the cold front sinking south. Here's the area of low pressure moving across Manitoba and into northern Ontario. High pressure takes over the prairies, but it is going to be much colder. And yes, that does say frigid. A lot of cold air moving south. And we've got some snowy weather moving into Alberta as well. As far as Ontario is concerned, this is through the overnight rain-snow mix possible. Yes, indeed, we do live in a cold country. Thank you, Natalie, for that, where we get a lot of snow, even in the fall, never mind the winter. And we do have snow in the forecast in a few locales across the country. For instance, in the east, this big area of low pressure is going to provide some heavier snow for the southern North Shore, so along the St. Lawrence towards the Gaspé on both sides, as a matter of fact. Northern areas of New Brunswick in for some snow as well. And in the west, too, especially for northern areas of Manitoba. We've got blizzard conditions expected. That will be for Friday night. In the meantime, that area of low pressure has brought mostly just some rain showers. So Friday morning looks like this. Temperatures are on the mild side, but not nearly as mild as they were on Thursday. Temperatures getting up into the mid-teens in southern areas of Alberta, but you paid a price. It was very gusty. It was strong winds to get there. Friday afternoon looks like this. So temperatures much cooler than they were on Thursday. But as it stands, the rain continues to fall. Yeah, and it was right around the rush hour. So let's put this into context. So the sun is setting early, 5 o'clock, just after 5, at 5:10 p.m. And so it's getting quite dark, and then the rain, and then the traffic, and it's not going well. So now let's add this. In the overnight hours, cold enough for a rain-snow mix. That's what the pink is indicating. And we're not talking about heavy precipitation, but it's just a little chilly. Temperatures are going to be dropping down just around the freezing mark, around the Golden Horseshoe, the GTA, less than 5 millimeters of rain through the morning hours. And the good news is that despite the fact that it's chilly, it's going to be drying out. So Friday will be fairly bright. So there are your temperatures for the morning. Jacket weather, 2s, 4s, and then wind chills. -2 to -6 overall. Friday afternoon looks like this. Normal daytime highs in Toronto this time of year about 9 degrees. So yes, a little bit cooler, about 4 degrees. You're about 5 degrees off the norm. And here's your long-range forecast in Kitchener, since we were showing you Waterloo a moment ago. We've got some wet weather on Saturday. Temperatures cooling down on Sunday. Rain coming down. Continued to rain Thursday as well. But a break in the precipitation for the weekend, at least for North Vancouver, much of the lower mainland. Hi, I'm Kim MacDonald. We do have rain central and north coast, however. That continues. Arctic chill, it says it right on my map, right there. That means some colder air is going to start to spill down across the prairies. In the meantime, area of low pressure moving into Manitoba. Rain snow mix, but that would be late at night, early in the morning, and blizzard conditions in the north for Friday night. Big storm moving across Atlantic Canada come Friday, nothing you're not used to. Heavy rain for the south, gusty winds for everybody, and then heavier snowfall in the north. Places like northern New Brunswick, Labrador certainly, and eastern areas of Quebec as well, including the Gaspé. So look at this. The isobars tightly wrapped around that area of low pressure. That means some very strong winds. That is a nor'easter. There's the northeasterly winds. That's why it's called that. Saturday, we've got another system moving in through the Great Lakes. We could even see a little bit of lake effect on the backside of that, by the way. Sunday should be an improvement for the south, but central areas still looking unsettled. So rain snow mix. And then in the west, so Sunday, wintry weather for Alberta. We could have accumulating snow through the day. Right now, models indicating 10 plus centimeters possible for Calgary. So we're keeping our eye on that. Vancouver's long-range forecast looks much more promising. We've got sunshine, double-digit temperatures. Calgary looks like this, a few flakes on Friday. Saturday, sunshine, and then snow returning on Sunday, and that's the day that we are expecting the accumulating snow, and then temperatures really dropping off in the long-range forecast. Look at Winnipeg, 7 degrees on Friday, -3 by Sunday, -5 by next Tuesday. So we can see that the trend, especially for the west, is for much colder air in the foreseeable future. A little unsettled in Toronto the next couple of days. That rain snow mix for Friday is early in the morning. The afternoon will be fine. So this is a little bit deceiving. I think your Friday is going to be okay. Sunday, sunshine returns, but temperatures will still be on the chilly side. And a quick look at Halifax's long-range forecast. Okay, out into the ocean. Just gorgeous weather too. A little on the breezy side, but blue sky. You can see the waves rolling in. Yes, nice view there. Okay, so we do have a storm coming. For northern locales, this is snow, and it could be heavy at times. There are snowfall warnings in place and winter storm warnings, as well as winter storm watch. That's up towards Labrador. But in places like Natashquan and the Gaspé Z, we've got the snowfall in place there, plus Campbellton, Bathurst, you're all under a warning as well. So we've got snow. If you're under the snowfall warning, heavy snow. If you're under the winter storm warning, you have snow plus wind. So you need another element to have the winter storm warning. It's going to be very gusty, so yes, blowing snow expected. This is all rain, however. You can breathe a sigh of relief if you do not want the snow. Some people do. Bring it on, right? The sooner the better. But for others, rain is just fine. You don't have to shovel it. Temperatures will be far too mild for that. 14 in Halifax, 13 in Charlottetown. We can see as we head north, temperatures are much cooler. This week in southern Ontario, a couple of breaks. It's almost like day on, day off with the precipitation. So the rain will continue through the overnight. And yes, we do have the risk of snow mixing in there because temperatures are dropping down around the freezing mark or just above. That's all snow, though. Parry Sound towards the Ottawa Valley. That's snow through the overnight. We're not talking about big accumulations, though, less than 5 millimeters for most areas, and it will clear for Friday. Coming up. Thank you, Chris, for that top 5. Let's talk about the snow. We have some coming through the overnight, mainly from Georgian Bay across to the Ottawa Valley. But it's not heavy. This is not heavy snow. It's light for the most part. It should be all wrapped up by the morning hours, or at least melting. And in pink, that would be your rain snow mix. So yes, for a lot of people, this will have changed over to rain by the morning commute or be moving out altogether. Friday's not going to be a bad day. It's going to be a cool day, but it's not going to be terrible. So most of the precip happening through the overnight hours. Friday morning looks like this. It is jacket weather, yes, maybe even mitten weather for some, with wind chills around -2 and -3 around the Golden Horseshoe. A little cooler in London, Barrie, North Bay feeling like -10. And then for your afternoon, a lot cooler than you've been the last couple of days. So on Thursday, temperature was bang on seasonal. Toronto 9 or 10 degrees, and then down to about 4 degrees for Friday afternoon. So you'll feel the change, but I think it'll be a little more pleasant for people because you won't have the cloud cover and the rain. It'll be nicer. Northern areas of the province, though, into some snow, and it could be heavy at times, 5 to 10 centimeters the farther north you go. Okay. Is the temperature dip in the long-range forecast. It's really going to get cold. Okay, so not for Friday morning, though. We're still looking at 6 in Regina. That's not bad. 6 in Lethbridge. Temperatures in Manitoba, not so bad. In fact, Winnipeg going up to 7 degrees. That's above seasonal. It won't be exactly pleasant. We've got rain in the forecast, but it is into next week where we're going to see temperatures really cool off. And we've had a windy but very warm day in Alberta. You'll feel the chill come the weekend. Okay.